Good morning. Looking outside, we are enjoying some quiet weather here this morning with conditions that are going to be on the pleasant side, actually, for the first half of your day. Things do start to change coming up for the second half of the day. So enjoy this while you can. And don't forget to pack your winter weather gear in your car so you have it, because it's going to be a lot worse off as you're heading home from work than it will be heading into work for some locations. Here's a look at what we've got for our headlines this morning. We've got a winter storm warning for Grand Forks and Fargo, right along the Red River, eastern North Dakota especially, and our Minnesota counties along the river there. And then winter weather advisories kind of bookending this area of a winter storm warning. We're looking at some really intense winds in this region, 40 plus at times. And of course, with that plus the snow coming down, whiteout conditions, near blizzard conditions for some here today. So checking out how things are starting off, it's a different story. We're at 34 degrees right now in Fargo and 31 in Grand Forks. We've got some mild weather across the region, with many of us still hanging on to those low 30s. And wind speeds are out of the south and into some teens and 20s, a 25-mile-per-hour wind speed in Fargo. And up in Grand Forks, not as intense. We've got a 12-mile-per-hour speed there. Wind out of the south helping to usher in that warmer air, and that will help to bring in the moisture as this system approaches. Here's a look at our visibility. Most of us are just fine. We've got concerns, though, about some fog up around the Devil's Lake area. That's also an area of concern for some freezing drizzle this morning, too. You can see Devil's Lake, a quarter-mile visibility reported there, can do as well. So conditions are actually getting a little bit worse there for visibility. And checking out your radar, you could see the pinks showing up here on the map, these scattered areas of pink in northeastern North Dakota and some of us in extreme northwest Minnesota. That's an area of, again, freezing drizzle that's trying to work its way to the ground. So Grand Forks, you might see this move in shortly. Northwood looks like you're about to see a little bout of that freezing rain. And checking out your tri-state view, we're otherwise pretty quiet. That system not quite here just yet. So your hour-by-hour planner, we've got some temperatures that are starting off very mild this morning and will stay on the mild side throughout the first half of the day. Getting into the noon hour, that's when things start to change. We're looking at temperatures that are still holding on to some mild numbers out east, but out west, we're starting to really see that colder air punch in once that wind shifts direction. So we're down into the teens in Devil's Lake and Langdon at this point. And then the snow and even some freezing rain on the leading edge of this, that warm side of this system, will be moving in. Hopefully it's mainly snow. We do not need that freezing rain first. And getting into the 3 o'clock hour, areas of snow coming down, blowing around with gusts above 30 miles per hour in a lot of spots. And continuing into the evening, we're going to see some of this snow continue. And some of these pockets, these areas of darker blue, that's a heavier band of snow. That's where we're maybe seeing some of that 6+ inch range as this system develops and moves in. So this is 6 o'clock. So a lot of us heading home from work dealing with this here for your Wednesday evening, and especially going to be a problem in areas that are in open areas, and especially in places where we've had some freezing rain as well as this moved in. Now moving ahead to later tonight, this snow becomes more widespread, and that continues into the overnight hours, gradually working eastward, but we'll still have some snow to start off tomorrow morning, and the wind too. That's going to be with us for a couple of days here, along with that colder air rushing in with it. You can see these negative numbers for highs tomorrow, and as we get into the late night hours, right back down into the teens below zero for your lows, or at least overnight or nighttime lows for tomorrow night. Now checking out your snowfall potential, a lot of us will see kind of that 2 to 4 inch range, some of us a little bit more than that, and then there will be some bands where we get in that 6+ inch range of snowfall, and that could shift here. And some of the models are showing a little bit more of a southern band of heavier snow. So something to keep in mind here for all of us. That potential is there in the Central Valley and in the Southern Valley. Checking out your 7-day planner, we've got some frigid air moving in behind this winter storm, and that starts again tonight and really takes hold Thursday and into Friday, with another little round of snow on Friday. And then this weekend, just brutal temperatures that struggle to make it to zero on Sunday, and right back into some more cold air into the start of next week.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Hate it. Thank you, Lisa. One business is taking their care for clients into the kitchen. We'll explain what they're doing next.